Well, I feel like there's something worth celebrating in the month of November. I don't know if you're looking at starting your own business, a family business, but I feel like that's something for some of you. Maybe you've been collaborating with family members or even people within the community, I want to say, and trying to start, I want to say, like a family business. And I think in the month of November, either you're getting it started, you're actually putting in the work to get it going, or you're finalizing plans, you're concreting plans to make that happen. That's a message for some of you. For others of you, I'm seeing here that it may be through friends, colleagues, people that you network with, that other opportunities are going to come up for you in the month of November, work opportunities. And this is going to come in, I want to say, rather quickly. And I want to say it's going to come in maybe the middle towards, I want to say the like third week of November for a lot of you. I just see something coming in where there's this unexpected positive opportunity that can really turn things around for you. And if you've been struggling with money matters, or you've been worried about or stressing about how you're going to get from point A to point B, because I feel like some of you have plans or goals and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to get there, I don't have enough money, I'm not making enough, I got to work another job, or there's something to that effect. If that's what you're feeling or going through right now, there's something coming in, I want to say the third week of November, where you're going to get an opportunity where you get a promotion or a significant raise. And I feel like this is going to really set you, not only financially, but I want to say emotionally. I think it's really going to affect your home life in a very positive way. Some of you may be getting this opportunity from a family friend. Some of you are looking at learning a new skill or a new trade. I think there's some anxiety about starting school, leaving home. That's something for some of you. Some of you are starting a new job. And there's a lot of excitement and ambition to begin, which is great. But don't overwork yourself. Don't overstress yourself. I just see you being very anxious when everything's actually going to be going pretty well for you in the month of November. I think it's just your own thoughts, your own limiting beliefs that's kind of holding you back and setting you up. You got to let that go. And this is a month where it's about really embracing the future and embracing who you are in the present moment, allowing other people in your life to show you how much they love you and how much they appreciate you, and provide you with those opportunities. I think sometimes maybe you can be a little too much of a go-getter in a sense, where you're not really kind of sitting back and allowing others to show you things and open doors for you. And that's something that in the month of November I see kind of happening, and I think it's going to bring a lot of joy. You're mentally entrapping yourself. There's negative thoughts here that aren't serving you. They're not of service to you. They're not helping you. You're mentally trapping yourself. You're acting like your own worst enemy. You need to let whatever mental anxiety, I want to say, you need to let it go. And I also want to say this is about you working on, because it's the Eight of Pentacles, working on overcoming whatever mental anxiety you're dealing with. It's only bringing negativity into your life when that's what you focus on. I've had 10 of Cups. And I don't know why, because things are going, looks like things are going to be going pretty good. I think there's a fear of something, a contract or an agreement not working out, and getting some type of communication from somebody that actually is going to go well. You're getting some communication that things are going to go well. Everything is going to be all right. 10 of Cups, all of our cups are filled. Everything's going to be all right. But there's a fear for you that things aren't going to go well. Like you sign a contract and you're afraid you're going to get screwed somehow. And you get some communication that actually you got everything you wanted out of it. I will say it is important for you to read over the documents, because sometimes you may rush into things. Read over things. Make sure you understand what you're signing, so that maybe that'll help alleviate some of this anxiety for you and get things straightened where they need to be. Emotional fulfillment, emotional overwhelming feelings. We have pleasure seekers, haughtiness, and sorrow. I think that a lot of your fear or a lot of emotion may be coming up for you in the month of November that's causing some anxiety for you, and it's about you facing those fears, facing that anxiety, dealing with it head on, because life has something to show you. There's something positive for you around the corner. In the month of November, like I said, I'm feeling like the third week of November. So I feel like this is about you facing whatever fears you have about what's going on in your present life, what needs to be changed, what needs to work, what needs to be fixed, what's broken. You facing those challenges head on and overcoming. Okay, so single Aries. Your cards are up here. Well, I see an air sign here. So we have a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And I have you represented here, I believe, with the Emperor. There's something, I want to say sweet because I'm getting sweet. There's like a sweet romance blossoming with possibly an air sign. If it's not an air sign, they may have the characteristics of the King of Swords. So somebody who's very communicative, somebody who's very intelligent, somebody who may be good with numbers or analytics, someone who may be a business owner or somebody who works in finance. This may be some of the characteristics of the person that you're dealing with. But I'm seeing like a sweet love, a sweet connection between you and this person. And I don't know if you have a history with this person and there may have been some hurt feelings in the past. I don't feel like there was anything malicious. I just feel like the relationship didn't work out, and therefore now this person may be returning, and there's this sweet love and there's this innocence and there's this new beginning that can really flourish into something beautiful for you if you want it. For others of you, this isn't somebody maybe that you've known, but maybe in the past you've dealt with heartbreak and love has hurt. And you've been on the mend, you've been working on healing yourself, but there may be some other parts of that healing process that you're still working on, or maybe that you don't feel like you entirely understand. You're still going through the emotions and what have you, to get to where, again, you feel emotionally happy, and balanced. But regardless of where you're at, this person's coming in, and I think they are bringing a lot of emotional healing into your life. This is a true romance. This is a sweet romance. It's a true connection. I think you may, for some of you, you may already know this person, but you're unaware or you're unsure of their feelings for you. And this is a month where there's choices being made about whether or not we're going to pursue this on a romantic level. And ultimately, it's your choice. You're in control of your destiny. You're in control of your love life. So if this is something you want to pursue, which I absolutely feel like you will want to, and I think you will. I feel like this sweet romance, I'm getting the color pink, and I'm smelling like just sweet flowers. I mean, this is so sweet, and this person's very sweet to you. This person's very wanting to help you, wanting to emotionally be there for you, and it's uncharacteristic, maybe even for them, but they have you have this connection with this person, and you don't understand what it is, but it's just there. And let me look at the Two of Cups. Consistency, joyfulness, and health. This is somebody, yes. I mean, we talk about long-term future, we talk about stability, we talk about marriage, we talk about this is the one. This is the one. We have consistency and health and joyfulness in the center of that. This is the one. This is your soulmate. I hate using that term, but it's just you feel like your other half. Let's look at the King of Swords. I feel like maybe this person has been after you for a while, or they've had feelings for you. Maybe they haven't openly expressed it, and it's coming to the surface. I don't know, but we have here melancholy and hope and new, our baby. So it's like they've been sad or depressed enough about not having a romantic connection here, finding the hope and the courage to come to this place where we can talk about our true feelings, start something new. So that's what I have for you, my single Aries. Let's look at what's going on for my coupled Aries down here. Okay. For some of you, I think work is getting in the way of your love life. I think you're so focused on what progress you're making at maybe work or your career, or maybe for some of you it's working overtime, but your partner feels the lack. Now, this could be you or your partner feeling the lack. Could be vice versa. So there's a need the month of November to emotionally reconnect with this person, with your partner. Emotions may be a little high, it may be a little unbalanced because you're not feeling the love the beginning of November. But I feel like in the middle, really pretty much smack dab in the middle of November, you're feeling a shift in your relationship. And I believe you and your partner are going to be able to emotionally reconnect and express yourselves better to one another. This leads to more understanding, and this leads to you feeling more content, more satisfied, but also more stable in your relationship. Because I think in the beginning of the month, you may be questioning, if your partner still loves you, or if they're still wanting you. I feel like you're just feeling a lack there. That's going to get corrected by the end of the month. And it may be for some of you that finances, and like I said, somebody's working a lot, so it may be that finances play a part in this tension in the relationship and causing stress in the relationship, which just adds to the emotional disconnect that you may be feeling. Oh, excuse me. Cards are flying. But again, I see by the end of the month we're getting this all kind of situated. We're having a change of luck in the middle of the month in your relationship. So where things look a little bit challenging or difficult in the beginning of November, by mid-November we're seeing a significant shift into positivity and something much more promising. I want to look at the Wheel of Fortune here. Sigh, pleasure seekers, and widower. So are some of you walking away from a past relationship, but then moving on to a new relationship? Because we have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups here. Like you're juggling two people, maybe some of you, and there's a need, it's too much work, you need to let one of these people go. The Page of Wands can be somebody who's emotionally immature and not ready for a commitment, a real committed relationship. Maybe there's someone that you're with where you've made that promise and now you're needing to back out of it. I see you offering love somewhere else. That's a possibility for some of you. For some of you, this is putting an end to that pleasure seeker kind of mentality. Pleasure seeker's mentality for me can just be being selfish, Maybe you feel like your partner's been selfish because they're thinking too much of themselves and their work rather than spending time with you, or vice versa. I want to look at this Knight of Cups. So we have misfortune, reunion, and scholar. Learning how to reinvest and reconnect with our partner after a period that feels learning how to cope and learning how to reconnect, learning how to rebuild and make our promise again to one another. And then for others of you, this is after a breakup, we're reuniting with someone new or somebody else. that has had our eye for a while. It can be that situation as well. Oh, let me look at this Eight of Cups here. We're walking away from something. Walking away from false love. Walking away from things that no longer serve us. Maybe we thought we were in love, but we're not. We're realizing that now with the Thought card. I feel like some of you are juggling two people and you're letting go of one. That's what I see for this couples reading. For others of you, this is not really another person, but it's more like you're walking away from false realities, you know, from false ideas about your relationship and why it's not working. It's just your partner is working a lot or whatnot. I just kind of feel like it's going to take till the middle of the month for you guys to really figure it out, work together, and come back together and reunite that love and that bond.